Hey guys, BigLogan here, Mountaineer VanWorks. So we've wrapped up our latest one-off custom Mercedes Sprinter conversion. We're going to tour it for you and take a closer look. Let's get it started. All right, folks, so introducing Project Molle. Again, Sprinter 170 diesel all-wheel drive. And I've been doing one-off customs the past 2 years. I've been in business now for almost 6 with my 30th conversion under my belt right here. So I wanted to showcase this for you guys today. One-off customs have been fitting in the business model as I am a solo business owner builder. So I do have some part-time help and subs, but mainly it's just me here. So I really found a passion for building exactly what a buyer wants, fitting their mission, fitting their camping and road tripping lifestyle, and summarizing all that up in the best way possible in a build. So without more further ado, I'm gonna pull this into the shop and we're gonna go over the features and details of this build. Super excited for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. All right, folks, so starting on the exterior, we've got some awesome automotive vinyl decal and wrap done by Studio 35, Lundy Bailey. So we've got the husband's hometown in West Virginia topoed on the hood. It turned out great. And then off to the side, this is their family farm wrapped in the lower quarters. So we drew some inspiration from some other builds out there and mimic that. We've also got Project Molle, as he is a Marine vet, so hoorah. So Project Molle is for a Doddridge County, West Virginia buyer. The one before went to Wisconsin, right outside of Chicago. And our next one is Ford Transit 350 extra high roof going to customer outside of Charlotte, North Carolina. So some of the features on the exterior, we've got 600 watts of solar paired with the White Top Adventures roof rack. I really like this rack. We've got a forward facing all black housing LED light bar and the Dometic RTX 2000 DC high efficiency air conditioner and a max vent fan as well. So these were all placed exactly where the buyer wanted those, near the bed quarter and over the shower area. Coming around to the back here, we've got air ride suspension to boost up this 2500. So we've got dual pneumatic fittings right here. Kind of a nice feature. You can level out the bed left or right, up and down when you park at a site. So it is kind of a convenience feature as well as making it ride really stable with less body roll going down the road. Right here we've got our plug-in inlet for our Victron Blue Smart IP22 battery charger maintainer. So I don't call that a shore power port as this is an off-grid build. So we also have the Tech Van Life on both sides, running boards. Just really came together with the pebble gray Mercedes Sprinter factory color. All right, so starting in the back of the van, we've got a stationary king-size mattress, trimmed just barely length and width. So that is going to be a north to south facing her side bed layout. We've got USB chargers and 12-volt plugs in the Overland VWD bunk windows. Puck lighting with overhead cabinet storage, and these actually have 120 and USB outlets to charge devices and power things in each of these overhead cabinets here. Up by the bed area, we've got a 24-inch smart TV with full surround sound audio. So we've got Rockford Fosgate speakers in the rear and all the way in the front of the van. We'll show you that in the headliner trim out of the ceiling planks. There's the RTX 2000 plenums blowing right out over the bed space. Really turned out nice, y'all. Give her one more look at the bed space here. So underneath we've got our Mountaineer VanWorks logo on a nice piece of stained pine to match our ceiling planks. First off is our plumbing bay. This is illuminated with some storage, so we've got a nice shelf in here. You can fully run beside the wheel well with storage. There's our 2.5 gallon tanked water heater, our marine pump, our winterization port, tank drain. All that's easily accessible through the first access panel door. If anything slides up beside that wheel well, we've also got a flip up access hatch here, which you can get to from the pass-through door as well. Our next bay over here is our power bay. 628 amp hours of lithium, 3500 watt pure sine inverter. We've got Victron, smart shunt, smart solar controller, and the battery charger tender. That all runs through the Artera distribution panel, as is customary in all my builds. And that is just a solid off-grid power pack. We've also got the Velit 2000 14K BTU diesel cabin heater, and those controls are right up by the bed. Thermostat, CO monitor, altitude adjustment on the fly. The Velit unit is going to be our new staple product, great quality, and fired up without a flaw. I think they're going to really have great success with this cabin heater. One final feature around the back is a dual mode spotlight and just a smaller ambient, I call it a night light. So those are reachable by the bed if they wanted to turn them on while they were laying up here, or as I'm doing off the back, you can just function those rear lights that are on the back of the white top rack. All these other 3-zoned interior lights just turn off conveniently right here. One other thing I failed to mention, we've got our water inlet port here and a 40-gallon freshwater tank. The buyer opted out of the outdoor shower, which would normally live right there off the back door. Again, one-off custom, specific to each of my buyers. Another look at the Tech Van Life running boards on this side. Super clean, great aesthetics. Here's our first look into kitchen galley and the living space. So one new feature we've added was the laser engraved by J. Gray Woodworking, our Mountaineer VanWorks logo, into the galley flip-up table. There's a look from the outside. Nice butcher block acacia. Complements the swiveling chairs on this side. One more look from outside the van here. One nice accent piece, as we called the pantry, is right up front here. This houses a few neat features. So first is the control panel that has dimmable lights in the white top overhead shelf, which I upholstered. We've got an HDMI output for the TV, our inverter remote, 120 volt USBs, 12 volt socket, and our dimmer switch for these puck lights right here. Dressed it out with 2 hooks. Place your hat there. I've got my coat hanging from this right here. And we've got a pull-out junk drawer that I lined with upholstery. Soften up keys, wallets, jiggling going down the road. And we've got a little pull-out butcher block table here to complement this captain's chair swivel. Nice hickory cabinet drawer fronts in the pantry area with some partition storage. Below our refrigerator, we've got another pull-out drawer. This thing is packed with storage and drawers. So right here we've got the Isotherm Cruise 190 inox fridge freezer, a very large unit with the stainless front. Just a beautiful piece of equipment, highly efficient, only draws 170 watts when the compressors are running. We've got a Black & Decker 700 watt stainless microwave that dresses out that whole piece, so we were able to fit both storage underneath and a microwave on top. So here's a look at our kitchen galley, a nice tri-drawer stack, a large basin area for their Keurig and trash can, our water pump, water heater timer, gray and fresh tank level gauges, and our gray tank dump valve are on a nice upholstered control panel here. So there's our galley light and our toe kick ambient light control. Closed behind the door, nice and clean. So up top we've got a nice black stainless sink, faucet fixture, and soap dispenser. And that paired up nicely in the cooking area with the Van Windows Direct SE Series bonded cargo sliding door. Turned out great. Up above here we've got a pantry drawer. Nice storage, gives us a good lighting location. And we've got some more 120 and USB outlets. Fire up your coffee pot, your induction cooktop, whatever you may decide to cook with, prep in this area. So our tri-drawer stack here has some nice large and deep drawers. These were custom ordered in and I assembled them. I also partitioned out our top drawer with their silverware and cooking utensil partitions. That turned out nice. So moving back through the van, we've got our PVC tiled cracked slate 5-piece shower system with a niche, black faucet wand and fixture. I did a Delta low flow head for this. It pairs up with our marine pump really well. That's all sloped and paired with the Nautilus plain opaque white shower door. The buyer opted out of the striped version that Nautilus makes. Just wanted to keep that fairly neutral and simple. So most of the time, the door will just stay open. So it is a nice accent piece in here. Moving back in the van, we've got our 2 custom-built dog kennels. So they have 2 Pomeranians. These are the little hideaway drawer fronts, hinges, and those soft close with a black mesh door front. So the dogs can just come in and out with them open, hang out, and they also don't conflict. So they slide back in. They can stay open concept or shut them in when they need to. So another drawer stack on each side here, top and bottom. Up above our drawer stack here, we have his/her wardrobes. These are illuminated with a LED strip light. This is also access for the shower cartridge. So these 2 drawers are removable. On the passenger side again, custom built-in illuminated wardrobe. All right, so making our way to the rear king bed. This is all upholstered with Upfit Supply and then Go Code Overland. I love their trim out kits. We did the Duramax tweed. Again, around the bunk windows with the charging ports. Just a nice cozy area. It's really quiet back here. Great insulation, sound deadening, nice puck lights to accent here, and lots of overhead storage. This side's a little bit shorter to clear the TV to articulate. That TV can also just come right in the middle and face back on center, either way. There's one final look at that cozy king bed in the back of the van. One more final look from this angle. There's swiveling captain's chairs, both with the complimentary tables. Very nice pair up. So one more final look as we exit the van. Project Molle. Guys, so that wraps up Project Molle's custom conversion. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, check us out, MountaineerVanWorks.com. Next up is a custom Transit 350, which we'll have on the channel, going to a customer in Charlotte, North Carolina. After that, we've got some availability, 1 or 2 spots for 2026. So guys, hit me up if you want a custom one-off built just for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. God bless America. Peace and love. See you later.